Jodha Akbar.
What now, Resham? Why are you so shocked?
I'm not the only one who's shocked. Anyone who heard what I just heard would be shocked, Queen Mother. And now I'm even more scared of you than ever before.
And you should be, yes. Resham, fear really is a very useful tool. Oftentimes it is fear that makes us move ahead in life.
My Queen Mother, up until now you have always talked to me about perhaps trying to kill the king's unborn child one day. A child that his wife was still carrying. So why did you not trust me this time around? You even hid it from me this time.
As far as trust is concerned, Resham, relax, I still trust you completely. And that is why I was willing to share my secret with you. I've not even shared the secret with my own son yet. I think that should show you how much faith I am actually putting in you. And there is a right time for everything, Resham. Anything that is done at the wrong time is wrong even if it could have been right. And I just did not want to make any reckless mistakes.
Oh, Queen Mother, I think Queen Jodha found out about this. And she's really not afraid of anybody. She's not even afraid of the king. You will have to do something before she decides to make the first move. If you ask me, then I would say that you should go somewhere far away from here, Queen Mother.
I think you are right, Resham. I agree that I will have to do something quickly. But the question is what? I will have to think about that. And you, get me something to drink. Queen Jodha, when it comes to politics, you are a beginner and I'm an experienced player. It was very easy for me to reverse your first attack today. And now, I will make sure that I don't give you another chance to try to attack me like that again.
I've noticed that ever since you've walked into the room, you've not even said a word to me. I think you have to be very close to the murderer.
If only it was true, Ruqaiya. I will have to find out who it was as soon as possible, because if I don't, people are going to start considering me a big failure.
I don't want you to blame yourself for anything, Jalal. If the murderer has not been caught yet, then it's not your fault at all.
That is where you have it wrong, Ruqaiya. Because I am the person who had Queen Jodha released.
So what?
What I'm trying to tell you is that she's going to try her best to make me weak now, and although it's true I may not have a heart, she has started to target the person who would have been the closest to my heart if I ever had one.
Who's that?
My beloved aunt. I really never in my wildest dreams thought that Queen Jodha would accuse my aunt of a murder.
But on what basis could Queen Jodha have claimed that your aunt is the one who's behind this?
Ruqaiya, the worst is she's accusing my aunt without presenting any evidence. She has committed a very big sin today. It breaks me to think how hurt aunt must be about all the things that were said about her.
I really don't believe Queen Jodha is that foolish. To go against Maham Anga if she doesn't have any evidence? What could she have found out that made her decide to blame the one person who Jalal has never even raised his voice to before in his life? What does she know that we don't?
There are no allegations against you. You are free. It would be better if you keep your nose out of this, my lady.
I know that exposing the truth is not always moonlight and roses, Muti. King Jalal would not listen to me today, and he won't tomorrow. So when is he ever going to listen to me? But I'm not going to stop trying until King Jalal starts to believe that Maham Anga is his child's murderer. She is the culprit that he has been looking for.
You just have to remember something, my lady. Without any proof, every one of your attempts will fail.
All right then. So then this time around I will present the king with all the proof that he needs.
I believe you call me Queen Ruqaiya.
Yes, I thought perhaps you and I could play a game of chess together, Maham Anga.
Whatever you ask for, Queen Ruqaiya. But I really do not feel like playing chess today.
You don't? And here I thought you'd be in a much better mood now that you've managed to prove that Queen Jodha is a big fat liar. Don't be surprised. Jalal doesn't hide anything from his wife. He told me that Queen Jodha has come to him and accused you of the murder of our unborn baby.
And what do you believe?
It is not about me. All that is important is what Jalal believes is true. There are only 3 people that Jalal is very close to. One is Queen Hamida, me, and then there's his aunt. The 3 of us. It doesn't really matter what people say about us. Because Jalal would never doubt any of us, now would he? He didn't even listen to what Queen Jodha claimed. That is a good thing. But his wife, for one, did not like what you did.
Please tell me what I did that Queen Ruqaiya does not approve of.
You have decided to support Queen Jodha.
What? You think that I supported Queen Jodha?
Yes. Because if you wanted, then Jalal could have punished Queen Jodha for the way she treated you today. And if you wanted, then Queen Jodha could have been thrown out of Agra for good for what she's done. But for some reason, you didn't let that happen. May I perhaps ask you why?
Queen Ruqaiya, a murder was committed. There would be discussions, fingers would be pointed, there would be allegations. Jalal would get angry. And that anger could affect his health negatively. Anybody can accuse me and say what they want about me. It really doesn't matter to me because the only thing I'm worried about is Jalal's health. Nothing else matters to me.
I think this is the first time that I've ever seen you walk away from a good game of chess, Maham Anga.
I still have a whole lifetime ahead of me to play chess, Queen Ruqaiya. But at the moment, you and Jalal are dealing with the great loss of the heir of the Mughal Empire. And the murderer is still out there walking around freely. The murderer still needs to be caught. So I think my first priority should be to catch that murderer before I do anything else. First, the culprit has to be caught. And then I can spend my time playing chess with you the rest of my life, Queen Ruqaiya. Please pardon me.
Judging by the way you reacted, I would not say that you are the murderer, Maham Anga. That Queen Jodha accused you of being the murderer. I don't know why. But I have this feeling that I should think about why Queen Jodha said what she did.
The Mughals can put up posts at all of the banks and send the spies to find out what the plan is from there on.
I just have one question. It would take years to gather an army strong enough to defeat the Mughals. And while we are preparing, Jalaluddin is going to just keep getting stronger. I really don't think our army will ever be strong enough to fight against him.
The thing is that you don't always need an army in order to win a war, Minister. I believe all you need is the right mindset. And the feeling of wanting to be free is probably the most powerful feeling there is. And I have that. So no matter how long it takes, victory will be mine. Jalal will not be able to defeat me. But one day I am definitely going to force him to his knees, Minister.
But my king, Believe me, all the Rajputs don't think the way that you are thinking.
Yes, Minister, I know who you are talking about. King Barmal was a fool, because he had his daughter get married to Jalal out of fear, and by accepting the rank that he accepted. But I am not a fool.
Namaste, Your Highness. I came to inform you that King Barmal, along with his ministers and soldiers, have left Agra and are going to Amer, and I believe they will be passing through here.
Pardon me, Your Majesty. Queen Jodha would like to talk to you.
Send her in.
Yes.
Before you even say anything, I want you to remember something, Queen Jodha. If you ever try to accuse my aunt of anything bad again, trust me, you will be punished for your disrespect.
I'm asking for justice. What can you give me apart from punishment? I'm not afraid of punishment, so I will tell you what I have on my heart.
The last time Queen Ruqaiya saved your life, and this time around my aunt saved your life. But don't think that you are always going to be that lucky, Queen Jodha.
Only the weak worries about luck, and I'm not weak. You told me that I shouldn't come to you without solid evidence. So this time, I want to present you with the proof you asked me for. Why don't you call Rahim? I believe that he is the one who saw Maham Anga mixing poison in the saffron with his own 2 eyes.
Tell Rahim to get in here! I have to admit I am amazed, Queen Jodha, to see that you are desperate enough to drag an innocent 4-year-old boy into your schemes now.
Well, if that 4-year-old boy is the one who witnessed Maham Anga's crime, Your Majesty, then what am I supposed to do? It is not like you are willing to listen to me, but a 4-year-old boy will be able to finally make you realize that up until this point you have failed to see your aunt for who she really is. You have been blinded, King Jalal.
Stop it! Not a single word from you. Here in the Mughal Empire, the culprits do not get mercy, they get punishment. I do not care if they are my relatives or not. Come here, Rahim.
Listen here, Rahim. Do you still remember what you told me about that box earlier? Please tell the king as well.
Rahim, did you take that box, huh?
No, I didn't steal. I'm not a thief. So please don't punish me.
Rahim, don't worry, dear. Tell us where you got that box. Who was with you? Who was it that put poison in it? Tell the king.
Don't try to misguide him. I will talk to the child myself, thank you, Queen Jodha. Rahim, did you take that box or not?
I promise I didn't steal it. I'm not going to talk to Junior Mother anymore. Junior Mother is bad. Junior Mother is bad.
Rahim,
So that right there was your eyewitness.
I am telling the truth, Your
I
Highness.
know what the truth is, Queen Jodha. The truth is that you were trying to pressure a poor innocent 4-year-old boy into lying to the king right to his face today. I cannot help but wonder if you have a conscience at all, Queen Jodha. I'm pretty sure that boy does not even know what poison is. And yet you wanted him to come and tell the king that he saw the king's aunt mixing poison into the saffron with his own 2 eyes.
But I
don't want to listen to anything you have to say, Queen Jodha. Weren't you telling tall tales about your upbringing? Is this how you were brought up, to force children to say that they saw things they didn't see?
The truth is the truth, Your Majesty. Whether a child says it or a grown-up.
Yes, you are right about that. And you and I both just heard that child saying that you are bad.
He is a child. He only said that because he was scared the king might punish him for stealing the box. And that is also why he ran off like that.
I think he ran away to get away from you. And I suggest that you leave my sight as well before I lose my temper. And don't you even dare try to come back to me later. Without any proof or witnesses, get out of here.
It is my mistake. Because I've been attempting to show somebody the truth, but that person is someone who trusts certain people blindly. In order to get to the truth, one often has to put aside one's relationships, Your Majesty. Unless you do that, I'm afraid you are never really going to know what really happened.
Didn't you hear what I said? I said get out of here! I don't understand why Queen Jodha is so determined to frame my aunt.
Luck is really not on my side, Morty. Now there's no other way out.
But my lady, if Rahim told you the truth about Maham Anga, why didn't he want to say anything in front of the king?
Rahim is still a child, Morty. He was scared when he saw how angry the king was. He thought the king was going to punish him. That is why he didn't want to say anything. And I only had one witness left.
What will we do now?
Whatever it takes. I will never accept defeat. I will just keep on trying. I have no doubt that there has to be a way. The truth always comes out in the end.
Please take some of the offerings to Queen Jodha.
Do you have offerings here in Agra too?
Yes. There is an old temple at the marketplace. It's not too far away from the palace. That's where I got the offerings.
You see, Morty, this has to be a sign. I asked for the way to be shown to me, and then this just happened. Now I know that I'm not alone in this dilemma anymore. I will have to go to that very temple to worship the goddess. Right now. It can't wait.
But my lady, I know that you are not under house arrest, but how can you just leave the palace without asking the king for permission first?
Who said I wasn't going to ask the king for permission, Morty? And besides, before we got married, the king made me a promise that he was never going to get in the way of my religious activities.
Prince Pratap, you're here. Is there a reason you're getting in my way?
Prince Pratap is always going to get in the way of every traitor and every rebel.
I've said it before and I'll say it again, I'm not a traitor.
I am ashamed to think that once upon a time I had a relationship with your royal family. If the sword is heavy, it is a burden. Then why not remove it? How can you still think of yourself as brave warriors?
Pratap!
Call me Prince Pratap. Have you forgotten to show respect now that you are staying with the Mughals? You are saying that you didn't betray anyone, but you went to Agra to share the news of your daughter's marriage, didn't you? And then with the help of the Mughals, you killed your own son-in-law-to-be. What will you do next? Are you going to get your daughter Sukanya married to a Mughal as well now, huh?
Be careful, Pratap. This matter has nothing to do with you.
If I am not mistaken, I have said those exact same words to you before. Due to your foolishness, the image of the Rajputs has been tarnished completely. 17 Rajputs rejected marrying your daughter. Rejected. And that is why I call you a fool. There is no other word for it. I don't want to sit back and watch the image of esteemed Rajputs being tarnished because of your foolishness. The king of Sujanpur wanted to relieve you of your burden, Barmal, by accepting Sukanya's marriage to his son, a certain Prince Saratan Singh. And you murdered him. I would like to see if any other Rajput will be willing to get married to your daughter now.
I'm not going to discuss my personal matters with you, Pratap.
And I have to say I don't particularly enjoy having conversations with traitors either. Another traitor of Amer has also come to me, you know. Your nephew, Sujamal. And what did I do? I completely destroyed the ground on which he stood. So I just wanted to give you a warning. Whoever decides that they want to be friendly with the Mughal people automatically becomes Prince Pratap's enemy. You know, you are your own daughter's enemy as well. You got one of them married to a Mughal, and you killed the other one's husband-to-be with the help of the Mughals. You have managed to ruin both those relationships.
It would be better if you don't talk to me about relationships, Pratap. Don't think that I am oblivious to all the fights that are going on between your family members, but I am, other than you, not interested in trying to find my joy in quarrels between family members. I'm leaving.
Hurry up, Mr. Barmal. Because when Amer's people hear about Ratan Singh's death, you can expect them all to be devastated. You are playing the game of life and death with Jalal, right? And you will regret that for the rest of your life. That is Prince Pratap's promise to you.
Where does the person live who made this box, Ruqaiya?
Hoshiar brought him here. But why are you asking me this?
Because I want to meet him so that I can interrogate him.
His name is Altaf Qadri, and as far as I know, he has a small shop in a corner at the marketplace near the palace. If you want to, then I can invite him to the palace.
No, Ruqaiya. The murderer is still somewhere in this palace, and I really do not want to alert him. So I will meet this craftsman in my own way. And nobody else should find out about it.
Queen Mother, there's a lot of unrest in this palace right now. That is why I thought I should go to the temple, so I can pray for peace and harmony to be restored.
I think that it is a wonderful idea, Jodha.
But I did not want to go without asking for permission first. And the king is not in the palace. Could you perhaps give me permission?
But you know that you don't need anyone's permission to go to the temple, Jodha. You're going with the right intentions after all. So I really cannot see why Jalal will have a problem with that at all. You're welcome to go.
Thank you, Queen Mother.
Please give me some money in the name of the Great Almighty. They say that God will fill those who give money to the poor's lives with nothing but abundance and happiness. God will bless you for your kind deeds. The Lord made a promise that he was surely going to shower the ones who pity the helpless with his love and grace. The one who gives food to somebody who is hungry will be blessed beyond measure. That is what the Lord promises. So give me some money in the name of God, please.
This is a temple, a place of worship. Don't you think that it is important to keep this place clean, the way that you all like to keep your own homes clean? Take care of it, and keep the temple neat and tidy, please.
I wonder why Queen Jodha has come to the marketplace.